Hi, Kim Frederick. Nice to meet you, in a manner of speaking. Do you remember when you were a little kid and people would ask you all the time what you wanted to be when you grew up? I guarantee nobody ever wanted to be a salesperson when they grew up. But hopefully by now you've realized that we're all salespeople. We're selling ourselves and our ideas and, yes, products and services, right? But good news is you don't need to wear a nasty suit. You don't need to suddenly start talking faster than you usually do. And you don't need to make people buy things they don't need. But you are a representative for your company. You do need to persuade people to come around to your way of thinking. And you're always selling yourself, right? Especially when you are a customer-facing representative for your organization and you're headed for management. But selling is not what you think. This is also good news. Selling is really not about pitching and psychological tricks and this 5 or 8 or 10-step process. Selling is really just about having conversations, helping people solve problems, but finding out what those problems are through conversations. They're structured, but they are just conversations. So here's the trick. If you can have a conversation, you can sell. Wait a minute, are you sure about that, Kim? Aren't there some people that are naturally born salespeople? Yeah, there are, maybe about 15% of the population. There are another 15 that really should probably never get in front of clients. They're technically proficient, but they just don't have the right people skills. Everyone else, that's about 70%, can be taught how to sell. So remember, most of us know how to ride a bike, right? You know how to ride a bike, but you weren't born learning how to ride a bike. You had to learn and you had to practice. So here's my story. It's 1970s. I have one of those banana seat bikes and there's my mom running down the street holding on at the back because we didn't have training wheels. She's wearing her wedge sandals too because moms didn't wear sneakers then. And I'm saying, Mom, you're holding on, right? And she said, yeah, I am. Well, she wasn't. So my point is, I fell a lot, but I got back on and I practiced. And a few weeks later, I'm wobbling down that same street by myself this time, and I did crash into some parked cars, and I was terrified. But I kept on practicing, and I ride a bike a lot now as an adult. So that maybe isn't what you do, but my point is, anything new, anything that's a skill, we all need to practice. Same thing for your conversations, especially sales conversations. So here's what I'd like you to do. Start with a friend. Make it a goal to find out something that you don't already know about your friend. This is easy, right? So if you crash because you're nervous or you're uncomfortable, no biggie, it's your friend. Then when you're ready, move on and have a conversation with a mentor or a supportive manager in your organization. Same thing, again, someone who's going to be supportive if you crash. No biggie. When you're ready, move on to having a conversation with a client. It's this practice that gets us better at becoming salespeople. Here's a trick though. This is really important for those of us especially who really like to talk. It's very, very important that we practice listening, because conversations work the best when there are questions being asked and listening occurring. So give it a try. Practice with a friend, practice with a mentor, and then move on to a client. And then I'd love to hear how it goes. Give me a call, 703-822-1928, or drop me an email. Either way, Kim@KimFrederick, FredRich.com. I'd love to hear from you. Best of luck.